Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman.
I respect either one. I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black.
Okay, so is there any truth to this?
My name is Stacy Johnson Batiste. I've known Kamala since we were about 4.5 years old.
Did she, in fact, turn black? He's saying that she had a very traditional Indian upbringing, and then when she was finally on the ticket, she was just like, oh, by the way, I'm black too, without having the black experience. Which, I'm not black, I'm Indian, I'm not black, but that's just like so weird to say. Let's just look at the objective truths. What was her childhood like?
Kamala's mother is Indian and her father was Jamaican.
She was part of a global conversation around race and identity at an early age. And I think that she had to learn how to become very secure within herself.
She just really grew up in a very multicultural environment. But her mother raised her and Maya as black women, because that's what they were. And it was a very intentful upbringing. And Kamala really, was proud of it.
Kamala's mother, was, one of the leading scientists in this country, if not across the world, for cancer research.
And she really impressed upon Kamala and Maya to be great and be who you want to be, and you define yourself and you define who you are.
Don't you ever listen and let anybody ever tell you what you can or cannot be.
This girl who I stood in line with to get on a bus to ride up to the Berkeley Hills in our little neighborhood is running for president.
There was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools, and she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
Every school day of the year in Berkeley, the buses move almost 3,500 children across town.
My name is Carol, and I lived around the corner from Kamala. Kamala and I were bused together from 1971 to 1973 to Thousand Oaks School. We met each other every morning at the corner of Bancroft and Browning in West Berkeley and stood in line to get on the bus. Berkeley began the busing program because they thought that they should integrate their schools and because the neighborhoods were so divided. To be able to be bused and go into this other environment, it transports you into a whole nother little, universe. It just expands your mind. I just remember her being happy. She would talk, sing songs. If the bus driver needed to say something and the kids were talking, Kamala would make sure, people tamped down so that everyone can listen to what the bus driver was saying.
Had she not been bused, her life could have taken a totally different course.
Gonna be on TV? Yeah.
I recall her saying that she wouldn't be senator if she hadn't had that opportunity.
Oh, okay, that is really strange. So it must have been in college, right, that she suddenly became exclusively Indian.
All Americans would go forward together.
Now I'd like to show you Macintosh in person.
My name is Jill Lewis, and I went to college with Kamala Harris. It was a very interesting time when we were in college at Howard in the 80s. The first African-American woman became Miss America, and it was an event because it was groundbreaking. It was something that we had never seen before. The Cosby Show came on during that time, and the opportunity to see educated professionals in a functional family was a new phenomenon on television. To be coming of age in a time where you could see that possibilities were opening up. The horizons were broadening for women, for people of color. That, I think, was very important.
Do not listen when they say it can't be done. Howard taught me, and it has taught you. You can do anything, and you can do everything.
My name is Dr. Shelley Young-Tompkins, and I had the pleasure of befriending Kamala my freshman year at Howard University. On campus, she was known for being a woman about business. She and I would be mistaken for, professors, because we would have briefcases,
Dancing was a huge part of our social life. So there was no event, no party that didn't involve dancing. We never went to parties to walk around and talk and hold a beer. People danced. That was the culture of our parties.
My name is Lita Rosario, and I recruited Kamala Harris for the Howard University debate team. A lot of times when males and females are in, debates or spirited conversations, the men kind of, use their physicalness to kind of make their point. And I saw that Kamala, that she didn't back down when they did that she proceeded to make her point. And it's funny because when I look at her on television today, I still see that character in her.
She ran for freshman rep, she won. She ran for DA, she won. She ran for Attorney General, she won. She ran for Senate, she won. She's running for president.
Oh. Well, why did former President Trump say she did not grow up with any connection to her blackness if this was her life so far? I don't think it's part of the traditional Indian experience to go to Howard and be in a historically black sorority. Is it? It's all a part of strategy to win the upcoming election, which is fair game, I guess. Except calling someone weird is a subjective statement, and lying is kind of bad. All politicians lie though, right? It's a part of the game. I think this lie is stupid though, because it's so easily disprovable. I think that he's just hoping that no one would go just Google if Kamala Harris was raised in the US and not Canada. He came to this press conference with the explicit motive of getting more black voters, which I don't know. Black people, let me know if that was a convincing argument. If you're gonna vote for Trump now that he's proven that Kamala actually isn't black, as if that's the only reason people vote anyway. Oh my god, she isn't black, time to vote for Trump now, I guess. Is that strategy stupid? Yes. Is it predictable? Actually, yes. So why did he pick this lie? You don't have to be a minority of any sort to see why exactly he leaned into this argument. I mean, it's the same argument that you've seen time and time again, trying to villainize people of color, people of the LGBTQ community, just people that are mentally ill, just kind of saying that they're faking it to discredit them, to not have to empathize with them. It's one evil thing, but one thing to say that somebody is faking something like, say, autism, and it's another to say somebody is faking something like blackness, which I don't know, man. I don't know if the age is getting to him. We can see with our eyes that she's black. I'm sorry that's news to you. I guess she's pretty light-skinned, but besides the point, bro. Just because she gets a silk press doesn't mean that she's not black. Okay, whatever. The whole nother part of this argument is people kind of say Kamala is 50% Indian and 50% black. She is Indian by ethnicity. Racially, if you ask somebody what race an Indian person is, all they can say is, okay, that person's Indian, okay, they're mixed. That's why mixed kids get called Indian and Indian kids get mistaken for being mixed. Whatever, like, mixing went into, you know, her being Indian, like Dravidian and Aryan and stuff like that. She doesn't even have, like, Indian isn't a race, so she doesn't even have, like, she's just racially black, bro. I don't know what to say to you. I guess they're just getting kind of desperate because Kamala's calling them weird strategy is working out too good, I guess. Tried calling her lying Kamala, something like that, like, and it just isn't sticking right. But this is their brand new strategy saying, no, it's not good at all that she is gonna be our first black woman president, because actually she's not even black. I don't know, man. Politics. Comment down below what you think of this situation, and please subscribe if you learned anything new at all from this video. I put a lot of effort into it. We're gonna hit 300 subscribers really soon. Alright, love you, good night, bye. Okay.